Hello everyone, sorry, I'm having some technical difficulties here. Got my camera all backwards, I'm out of line. Holy moly, it's been a day. We're getting there though. All right, we are in queue, or in screen, I should say. You can see me. Yay! This is like 2 weeks in a row I've had trouble with this orientation, so I'm sorry about that. Excuse me. Hi, I see somebody's joined. Who do we have on? Welcome, welcome. We're going to give it a few minutes for everyone to hop on. Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. Hey, Kim. Nice to see you on. You got your Project Life cards all picked out, or are you just watching tonight? Oh, nice. Well, for those of you who follow me on Facebook or are part of the Facebook group, I did put a sketch up in the group, and of course I didn't print it out to show you because I've been running around this afternoon, so I am not completely organized tonight. So I'm gonna just give you that disclaimer. I'm a little bit off the cuff tonight. I haven't planned as well, or haven't had time to plan. So we're going to kind of fly by the seat of our pants. I mean, I generally know what I'm doing, don't get me wrong, but I forgot to print out the sketch. I was scrambling to get my embellishments together, and usually I have it all put together. Not today. It's been a very busy day. And I'm glad it's Friday. And I'm on vacation for the next week, so I'm very much looking forward to that. I see some other people have joined. Make sure you say hello. I love to see who's on. If you can comment, definitely please say hi. It is 7:03, so I think we can go ahead and get started so it doesn't go too late. All right, well, like I said before, just a minute ago, for those of you who are just joining, I did put a sketch on the invite to give you guys an idea of what we're going to be creating tonight. I have been watching a lot of a YouTuber called Crafty Jen Shao, or I think that's how you say her name, SCHOW. And she has this really awesome series called Use It or Lose It, and she shows you really creative ways to use products maybe in a way that you wouldn't normally think of. So I watched her whole series once. I'm going through it again because it is my No Spend November challenge, and I am, what is today, day 6. I'm on a roll. I've done really well so far, and I'm really tapping into my supplies and getting creative, and that series really has helped me out a lot in looking at products differently. So I definitely recommend her if you haven't checked her out yet. Oh, hey Joyce. Wonderful. Awesome. So anyways, I got this idea from her. I've used Project Life, Pocket Page, card journaling cards, whatever you want to call them, in the past on my scrapbook layouts, but I don't use them as often as I should. But I also scrap Project Life, so so I use them. It's not like I don't use them. But I was looking, I have a lot. Again, I think it's one of the products that you tend to buy a lot of because they're pretty, and there's a lot of cute like journaling cards and title cards in the collection, so we acquire a lot. So I'm going to show you guys a few different ways to use these on a layout before we actually dive into the layout we're making tonight. So I've already gone through and kind of picked out some coordinating cards in my stash. So I'm kind of going with a blue theme here, but I've got some gray, and I've also got some multicolor pieces because I wanted to add in some color with this photo that I'm scrapping of my son. It's just a picture of him wearing sunglasses in the back of the car, and the sun was just shining just right. I thought it was a cool picture, and it's bright and fun, and I thought it would be a good one for this evening. So that's what we're going to scrap, and so I thought, you know, kind of keep it boy themed, and but throw in some other colors in there. So that's what we're scrapping tonight. So what I have here is I have your standard 3x4 journaling cards, and I also have, hi Mom, I have 4x6s as well. I don't know how many of you buy Project Life or if you sign up for a kit club, but I also do the Project Life kits from Hit Kit Club and Citrus Twist, and they also come with these really long like bookmark style ones too, which are very cool. I'm not going to use any of these tonight, I don't think, but I wanted to show you that Project Life comes in a lot of different sizes. They've really branched out over time, so I love that one. So, but I went through, and I don't think I'm going to use any of these tonight. I contemplated it, but we may come back to it. I'm not sure, so I'm leaving them out. But I've kind of gone through and picked out what I thought I might use. So before we dive into the sketch tonight, I wanted to share with you a couple of different ideas that popped into my head for well, one idea was from watching Crafty Jen Chow, but the other one was something that I thought of just to show you a couple different ways to use your Project Life cards, your journaling cards. So the first one is using them to create your background, and I'm going to show you. Now, we covered in the very first episode or live we did of this series, the No Fail Friday, we did a grid design, right? Which is your basic, like, you know, square, geometric design. You can do the same thing with your Project Life cards. So you can actually go in and you can create a grid design. Just like this. So you can center it, you could do it a little high, you could, you know, put 6 on here, or if you have your 4x6s, you can just do 2. But here we have 6, that one's upside down. And then you can go and kind of, you know, embellish each one and scrap it. And you have a basic grid design layout already started for you. Makes it really, really easy to finish a layout. And look at the fun colors you're introducing with the different cards. They can act as mats, or they can, you know, you can do, you know, kind of like a title card, you know, and so it's a little card on its own. There's so many possibilities just by doing a grid design with these. And you can also, you know, don't forget, well, I'll just turn the paper. You can turn them the other way too. You know, they don't have to be vertical, they can be horizontal. So use these, if you have a lot of them, use them as your backdrop, as your base for a scrapbook layout, and do a grid design. And then kind of embellish each one. It's really fun to do that. Or you can just lay your photos on top and just create a layout that way. Alright, so first use is a grid design. The second use is kind of the same concept. However, it's creating an entire background with your Project Life cards, and so it was actually going in a diagonal and putting them somewhat close together. And of course you would trim some of these off, right? But you would actually go in and probably want to scoot that down a little bit so we get the whole card. You'd want to go in and you're going to just create your entire background of Project Life cards. So again, creating your own background paper. How fun is this? Whatever, you know, different colors, styles, you can mix and match. I'll just put that one here. and so on and so forth. So then as you can see, you get them in a diagonal form. Let's see if I can get one more on here. You can use different sizes, and then of course you would trim around your 12 by 12 paper, and now you have a really neat design. Now you could go in, just pretend this photo is horizontal. You could go in and plop a couple different photos in one of these spots and incorporate them into your background paper. Do a little embellishing, and you have a really cool, very easy layout. And look how many Project Life cards you're going to use. So good stash busting layout technique. So I thought this one was really neat when it was all done. And I like that it's kind of diagonal. So again, you could also just keep your photos, you know, center or vertical, and use this just solely as a background paper too. Or you can incorporate your photos, either way. So that's another idea. And then the last one I came up with, you guys know how I like to stack. So you can again use plain white cardstock as I'm using here, and just go through and kind of stack, you know, kind of offset your Project Life cards a little bit. Different lengths, different spaces in between, and just kind of do like a waterfall cascading effect all the way down your page. And kind of fill up that space. Again, it can be different gaps. And you don't have to leave them whole. You could even cut these in strips if you want. I'm just using them whole to kind of show you the idea that I had, but there's no right or wrong. It's whatever feels right to you. And then you can go ahead and, you know, this photo's a little small. I probably use a 4x6 or multiples, and just this be part of your main design on your layout, and then you would add your photos and maybe a title over here. And how fun is that? You could also do the same thing if you just turned it this way. How cool is that? You can put it in the center. Oh, let me see these down. Maybe some pattern paper on the top and bottom. And look at that. You have a great backdrop to scrapbook a photo on. And I literally just laid some cards down. Like, it's that easy. So these are just a few layout ideas to help you use up some of your journaling cards. We're not going to do any of these tonight, but I wanted to just show you that there's lots you can do with them. Okay, hopefully that was helpful. I'm curious to know how many of you have Project Life cards and how many of you scrapbook with them, or do you solely leave them for Project Life? Do you cross the line and use them both in your Project Life or pocket scrapbooking and on your layouts? I'd be curious to hear, so I'd love it if you let me know. So now we're actually going to dive right into the layout. So again, the sketch is in the invite, but I'm going to show you quickly what we're going to do. We are going to be trimming these cards down. We're going to cut some in half, some in thirds, and you're going to go around the edge. And again, I'm just kind of giving you a general idea of what it's going to look like. We're going to go around the edge with the designs, and we're going to frame our 12 by 12 sheet. Okay? Some high, some low, some vertical, some horizontal. And we're going to play with them, but I'm just going to give you a sense of the placement, and then I'm going to move them around, and I'm going to do some trimming as well. Let's get another color here. And we're not using the whole card, so I know it's kind of tough to see, but we're going to be cutting these down, so I can take some pieces and put them over here, and mix and match them. But I just want to give you a general idea of what this is going to look like before we actually get started. So I did run out of a few, but that's because I plan on trimming. So this is the general idea, and then I think we're going to have, we're going to have the photo in the middle, so I might do some layering. I got this cute little title card. It says a little bit of sunshine makes everything better. And I thought that was perfect for the sun rays coming in on the photo. Okay, so this is the general idea of the design we're going with. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on trimming these cards down. Hopefully this is all making sense to everybody. All right, so we're doing some pocket scrapbooking. We're using Project Life cards for a scrapbooking layout. Are there any other creative ways that you use Project Life cards? I know some people have made like mini albums with them in the past. I think that's a really neat idea. They're pretty versatile, actually. And the designs they're coming out with are just awesome. I subscribe, like I said before, I do Citrus Twist and Hip Kit Club for my Project Life. And I love them. I really do love, they're very modern, like the fun little quirky sayings are cool. Like it's just, I just really like I like pocket scrapbooking, but I also like adding them to my layouts as well. As you can see, I'm just cutting them in different sizes depending on what I want to have show around the border of my page. Okay, and I've got lots of blues in here, but like I said, I decided to add some rainbow color too, so I can add some more colors with embellishments as well. Alright. So we're just doing some trimming. And how was everyone's week? Hopefully it was nice. We're getting a nice stretch of weather up here. It's supposed to be 67 tomorrow, which I am super excited about because we are having my son's birthday parade tomorrow. He is going to be 4. I am like, can't believe it. I am having a little bit of a hard time like accepting the fact that he's 4 already. It's just unreal to me. So I'm like struggling a little bit with it. I was talking to my boss about it, before I went, and I got a little teary-eyed, and I was like, what's wrong? What's wrong with me? I'm usually not like that when it comes to stuff like that with him, but man, it got to me, and I'm like, wow, he's gonna be 4. I just can't believe it. I really can't believe it. So we're gonna have a car parade at the local elementary school tomorrow, and I'm so excited because I got a fire truck to come, and I just think he's going to lose his mind when he sees that fire truck. I just cannot wait to see his face when he sees that fire truck come down. My mom did a birthday parade for me earlier in the year. My birthday was in April, and he was so excited about it. Like he thought it was the coolest thing, all the cars driving by and honking the horns, and so I just really can't wait to see it for him. So I'm really excited, and we got him a cake and we have balloons, and we're still making it fun, and the best we can do with COVID, but I think we're gonna make it a good time. He's all about his monster trucks, so that's the theme. And I'm pretty excited about it. So I've been busy, like, running around tonight, like, trying to start, because we're starting at 11, so just trying to get things ready. Running around a little bit, like, with my head cut off, but that's alright. Alright, so we got everything trimmed up here, and now we're going to go ahead and start making our frame or our border. So different sizes, different lengths, different pieces, kind of mix and match it a little bit, and they can overlap. They can go over, under, high, low. You just kind of want some visual interest here. I don't like the squares next to each other. So you want some tall and some short, some square, some rectangular. And just, it's going to frame and draw your eye into the center of the layout, which is where your photo is going to be. All right, that's gray. And with this, I'm going to try and create somewhat of a visual triangle as well with the rainbow. So it kind of brings your eye around the entire page. So if I do, you know, a rainbow piece here, I'm going to want to put another one kind of in this corner so they connect visually. This is looking good. All right, do I want... And again, no right, wrong, no, you know, there's no special way to do this. It's whatever looks and feels right to you. And, oh, you know what? I like that captured. I think I want to leave that. Blue stripe, that one's too tall. Alright. Any big plans for anyone this weekend? We just, I mean, with everything going on, I get it. Like, there's not a lot you can do. But got anything special going on at home? Are you working on any projects? Or you doing a lot of scrapping? Or how's everyone doing? You hanging in there? Hunkering, getting ready to hunker down for the winter? I hope to spend a lot more time in my craft room this winter. That's one of my goals. I mean, I do actually quite a bit of scrapping, if I'm honest with myself. I just do it at night. And I would really like to be able to do more during the day. But, you know, it's hard with a 4-year-old. Mom, yes. A drive-by birthday for my grandson. Yes. He is so excited. He wanted to blow up some balloons tonight. So I had to, before I came down here, we had to make good on blowing up some balloons. I got him a huge monster truck balloon. I got him like a monster truck cutout, like a cardboard cutout, which is really cool. Like, it's pretty big. He was excited about that. And he was like walking around with it earlier, and he's like, "It's gonna smash all the cars," and he was just having a blast. It was so cute, so cute. All right, so we got these vertical stripes here. Those, there's kind of like my rainbow triangle, and that one's 2. I might have to get another card here. I need another square. Another square. Well, we can do one of these blue wavy colors. You know what? Well, no, I like those colors. We're gonna leave them. All right. What do y'all think of this idea so far? Is this something that you would try to do? Would you use Project Life cards on a layout like this? Have you ever done something like this before? Or is this a new technique? There. All right, we need one more color. I think I'll sneak this one under like that. All right. There we go. There is our frame. So now it's the fun part of going in and actually sticking everything down, which we haven't done yet. But that's all right. I like to see, you guys know how I roll. I like to see how things look before I commit to it. So, but I like this because I do plan on maybe popping in some embellishments around as well. maybe not leaving these completely bland. So we're going to go ahead and tack these down now. Are some of you scrapping along with me tonight, or are you just watching out of curiosity? I know Kim's watching. I'm so glad you're on, though. I really am. I appreciate all of you that join me every Friday night. I was talking to someone else recently and just saying that, you know, I love doing this because they say they enjoy them. And I was like, oh, thanks. You know, I said, I love doing it personally because it's my way to connect with my scrappy friends since we can't see each other in person. You know, I was a big crop goer, and you know, since COVID, obviously that hasn't been happening. And so I was just like, I gotta find a way to connect and engage with people. And so I was like, you know, let's do some Friday Night Lives real time, you know, instead of just process videos. And I think it's gone pretty well. I really enjoy them. It pushes me outside my comfort zone, that's for sure. And I love all the great ideas and conversation we have as a group, so I hope you guys are enjoying them as much as I do. Alright, we're tacking them down, just putting them in our border. This is a very simple idea, it's a simple concept. But I think as, you know, as crafters or scrapbookers, it's pretty common that, you know, we don't often scrap the outside or think about the outside of our layouts, right? We're always focused on the center or, you know, the middle. So I really liked this idea because it you know, draws your eye out and around the layout. It frames it, and I just thought it was really cool. So I hope you guys think it's neat as well. Simple and a good way to use up your product. And that's been my goal kind of like all year. I'm like, I am really gonna bust through my stash, but I've, you know, with some of these challenges we've been doing, it has really helped me, you know, be creative with the products I have in my stash and trying new ideas. Alright, we're getting there. Now you don't have to take these down all flat. You could raise some up with, you know, dimensional foam if you wanted to. I'm not doing it this time around, but I think that would be a really neat idea. You know, the cards that you want to stand out, maybe pop them up on for some added interest and dimension. It'll give it a little shadow and it'll look interesting. That's always an idea. And you don't have to do this with just rectangles. You could actually take your punches and maybe punch out hexagons or hearts or stars, and you can go around the edge doing that. With cards, with Project Life cards that I don't think I would ever use the whole card for, you know, I just don't care for it. Like, it's kind of like a card that I'm like, ew, I don't like it. That's typically what I do. Sometimes when you take your paper punches or your dies and you run a paper through that you don't love, you actually might end up loving it once it becomes a die cut. I've had that happen to me multiple times where I'm like, oh, this worked out perfect for, you know, as a circle or a diamond or a heart. It's not so, you know, in your face, or the colors aren't as bad. So that's another way I like to use Project Life card is through, you know, using my punches and making different shapes out of them. So this would be really cool if you did stars, or I think hexagons would be really neat personally, but you know, stars, hearts, all of that would be really fun. So get creative, you know, try different stuff. I actually did a layout where I grabbed a lot of just a packet of embellishments I'd been holding on to. They were just ones that I never actually reach for, and you know, I was just like, I got to do something with them, you know, or I'm just gonna donate them. So they were all like girly fun, like shapes and just different designs that I just never have found a use for them on a layout. So I actually took them all, and you know, they all had similar colors to each other, but they weren't definitely all the same hue. And I literally just took them and went the outside, stuck them all down, the outside of a paper, and put them all on there, and then put a photo in the middle, and it actually looked pretty cool. It was a really fun, different way to use up those die cuts. So, and I'm a big fan of clustering things, grouping things. I don't know. I just think it helps tie stuff together, and it's just interesting. It's an interesting way to look at it. Alright, we're glued down. Last one. So we had a couple of fun little phrases here on the bottom. Alright. So there we go. We have our frame. Isn't that cool? Look how fun that makes it already. And just a little bit of, like I said, visual interest around. Adds a lot. Alright, now I need to frame, or I need to mat my photo. And so I think I'm going to mat it I like that. So I'm going to do some matte and layering. And then really the last of it is some embellishing. And this one's that simple. But you know, that's what I love. I love coming down here sometimes and just creating a simple layout. Not all the layouts have to be busy and over complex, you know. They don't all have to be a masterpiece. You know, just sit down and have fun and enjoy the process. And that's what I've been doing a lot lately, as I just have an idea that pops in my head and I just sit and I create. I don't overthink it. And in the end, I really love that, one, I got a layout done in like 45 minutes, which is short for me. But two, you know, that I didn't overthink it. I just, you know, sat down and created, which I loved. I absolutely loved it. Alright, so we have this card that says a little bit of sunshine. You know what? I don't need like all this space. So I think I'm just going to cut around that title. And we're going to go through some embellishments too. But we're going to cut this out because that's a lot of white space that I don't need. And I kind of like the background here, or it will give me a place to add some embellishments. So I'm using my giant scissors to do some fussy cutting. But it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not going to get too detailed around the tiny letters. So, and that's another thing too. You don't have to use them as their full rectangle. You know, don't be afraid to cut them apart. You got a flower on there or a design on there you want to use, cut it out. Make it a die cut. You know? I just really liked this phrase and I thought it was a good fit for the photo. Oh, hi Empty Nest. Is it Empty Nest Scrapper? Oh, that's a cute name. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining. I am here live. I am here live every Friday. We do a no-fail layout. So basically I walk you through on different design ideas and unique ways to use products. So I hope you stick around, and I have a whole library full of them on my channel too. But I'm so glad you joined. Thank you for popping in and saying hello. We're playing with pocket cards tonight. Excuse me. A little dry. I'm going to get a drink. Alright, so I just cut out a little bit of sunshine, makes everything better, from the Project Life card. Let me get a little closer so you guys can actually see what the little letter. Okay. So now I have this fun little phrase that I think goes so well with the photo. But you know, I'm looking at this and I still need some more color back here, because this rainbow, it's white, so it's kind of hard to see in the back there. So I'm going to do some layering with some of the blues. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh yes, organizing. Yeah, that's, you know, I started my YouTube venture kind of with the goal of doing organizing, and but I like to create too, so it's a little bit of a mixed bag of organization because I am so passionate about it, and scrapbooking, so a little bit of project life thrown in there too, but I hope you like them. It's really fun. I'm always organizing, so there's always new stuff to organize. And you guys will be happy to know. I know a few of you have been asking me about the foil quill because I have done a few layouts using my foil quill pen, and I will have you know that I have put together a very quick, very basic tutorial about the foil quill that I'm putting together right now. So that will be coming out soon. I've been able to clean out YouTube is wonderful. I just have to say, if any of you have channels, make sure you drop a link in here because I would love to watch any content you all put out there. But I love YouTube, and I just so appreciate people willing to share what they've learned. I just think it's a great community, and oh good, I'll have to check out your channel. Empty Net Scrapper. Thank you. Definitely share a link. And I found somebody who walks you through on how to clean your silhouette, like what to do, what to touch. And I was so thankful. I'm like, you know what? Because my silhouette's been acting up. And so I went through and I cleaned it out. And she's running. She's still very loud. So I don't know what's causing the noise, but I've been able to get through some cuts and using my foil quill. So I'm kind of trying to squeeze every last bit out of her before I invest in a new one. So I've done a couple more designs with my foil quill, and so as I did it, I did record. I walk you through, you know, the silhouette design software so you can see how to set up the settings and then how to use the foil quill on the silhouette itself. It's a really fun tool and I absolutely love it. So again, it's not an in-depth expert video by any means. It's literally the basics, but that's how we all start, right? So if I can push some of you outside your comfort zone and get you to at least try it, and then I'm sure over time we'll all be able to figure out other tips and tricks on how to use that foil quill. But I love it. I think it adds that little bit of something extra to your layout. I just think it's just a fantastic little tool. Okay, so you know what? There we go. I think that looks better. All right, a little bit of sunshine. Okay, so that's generally where we're at right now. Hi, Tiffany. Thanks for joining. So now we're going to go through and pick out some embellishments. Now, again, because I have, random bits and, random Project Life cards on here, they didn't all come from a collection. So I just am going to do the same with my embellishments. I've kind of just grabbed my Cocoa Vanilla Boys embellishment packs just to see if there was anything that I could pull out and use. Again, there's no real theme in this layout. It's more or less just putting a bunch of Mod Podge things together. Oh, I kind of like these. I could add some circles. Kind of like that. In amongst all the squares. We'll see. That's the fun part, right? When you don't have a theme, you can do whatever you want. I'm just looking to match kind of colors and kind of the vibe of the whole layout. That's really what I'm looking to accomplish anyway. So thank you. Yeah, I just I went through my whole Project Life stash, and I literally just pulled out, you know, different colors of the, like this bluish teal, and um, kind of mirrored them, combined them all together to create this frame. Yeah, I'm lost for words right now. Sorry about that. Just mixed and matched, really. And now we're going to mix in some embellishments as well. You know, ooh, I have some regular frames. Instead of circles, we could, let's see, add some fun frames behind this as well. Keep going with the rectangle square theme, right? Layer those underneath. I kind of like that. Oh, New York, wonderful. So you're just a southern neighbor of ours. That's very cool. I could probably cut these in half too because there's not much. All right, let's see. I kind of like that. I'm having a hard time grabbing these though. Let's try that. But I don't know if I need them on the top and the bottom. I did like these up here though. Maybe just this one down here. Kind of give it that triangle effect. We're adding in some brown, which I don't have in my layout, so we'll see how that pulls together. We're just going to play. Yeah, I think the bottom's throwing me off, so, but I do kind of like these up top here. I am from Maine. I'm about in the southern, I guess in the southern part of Maine, about a half hour, 40 minutes north of Portland. So, all right. I kind of like that going on up there. Let's keep looking. And I'm so excited because it is November and we are getting some mid-60-degree weather, which is so cool. I'm like super pumped about that. So we have a little star. Here comes trouble. There's another cog. I do like the cogs, but I think I like the frames better. We don't have any black yet, but I kind of like the photo strip. Doesn't mean we can't, I mean the photo's dark, so we might be able to add a little, this film strip behind here somewhere, just to, again, give it a little more interest. Just layering. We're just playing and we're just layering. Every day is an adventure. Oh, here's another one that's cute too. I wonder if we can just maybe tuck that under here as a little layering piece. Layering's really fun. It's a great way to kind of incorporate lots of different colors and pieces without doing too much. All right, we got some fun arrows going on here. So this is kind of where I wanted to add some other embellishments. Some other colors and pieces. So like that. And these this die cuts I'm going through right now, like I said before, is from Cocoa Vanilla Studio, which they're an Australian-based company. And I absolutely love their products. Their collections are just beautiful. I just love them so much. And you can get their collections, excuse me, I purchased them from my little scrapbook store. It's a US based company, and so you don't have to worry about super expensive shipping because you can get it locally. And I just find their collections really beautiful. And obviously I like a good boy collection, so they do a really good job with boy collections. Coco Vanilla does. So if you're interested, my little scrapbook store, they usually, when the Coco Vanilla collections come out, you literally have to pre-order because they do sell out. They're that popular. Oh, you found Coco Vanilla at Tuesday morning? Oh my gosh, I have never seen it at Tuesday morning. I only get to go, obviously, every now and again, because we don't have any Tuesday mornings in Maine. Wow, you are super lucky. I have never found them. That is a great find. I would buy them out. Whenever I go to Tuesday morning, I have to make sure I have a lot of money saved up because the deals there are just phenomenal. Just phenomenal. And we're just finding bits and pieces to add, as you can see here. Just kind of seeing what looks good, what fits, what doesn't. I'm trying to incorporate a whole bunch of different colors, styles. It was 3 at the time, so I've been kind of having fun sneaking in numbers in my layouts, however it correlates. Oh, yes. Hi, Maureen. You did take a recent trip to Butterfly Reflections, and I saw the goodies you found. I'm so glad you loved it. It's a great little shop. And she does have Coco Vanilla, too, so she does carry it. That's awesome. So, yeah, I've been sneaking in numbers, for like a birthday or an anniversary or, however many people are in the photo or whatever. Because you get a lot of like little number embellishments in these packs, and you're like, I don't always think to use them. And I did it on one layout. Well, I'm going to put the number 4 here because we're a family of 4. It was one of the layouts doing. And so that idea's kind of just stuck with me since then. I don't know. I think it's a good way to incorporate. All right. So we went through that ephemera pack, and everything here that I have on here isn't permanent yet. I'm playing. I'm just trying to figure out where things go, where they might go, what matches, and then we'll commit to that later. And I wasn't sure, so I have this title card right here. So I'm not sure if I'm going to add another title or not. I haven't thought about that yet. I have some pieces. I have some thickers here off to the side because I was thinking I might raise this up a little bit and then add like another title down here, but I'm not quite sure yet. So I'm still figuring that out. We will see. But we're just gonna go through another ephemera pack, see if we can find any more little bits and pieces. Oh, that's the one I just had, I thought. Okay, oh. Are they the same? I think there's much of the same in this one, actually, now that I look at it. But let's see what's in here. There might be a few pieces in here that I didn't. Oh, that's the one I just opened. Goodness, Jess. See, I told you guys, I'm not firing on all cylinders tonight. I apologize. Oh, goodness. I am so glad I'm on vacation. And I told my husband, I was like, Oh, hi, Carolee Q. Thank you. No worries. We're going through embellishments right now. We've done a frame around our layout with some Project Life cards, and now we're trying to figure out what to do in the middle here. Thank you for joining. Yeah, so I told my husband, I was like, I want one day, like a half a day at least, where I can just come down and do some scrapping. So I'm looking forward to that day next week that I get to do that. So he's really good like that. 100% awesome. Maybe. Hey. These do have a lot of oranges and yellows and greens. So here's some more frames, but I kind of like the frames I have going on. So I don't think we need any more of those. I love all the catchy little phrases on here. We got some little tags. We got "You Rock." He looks pretty cool in those glasses, so I'm seeing if I can find anything that, you know, kind of speaks to that a little bit. We might add that. There's some more stars in here. Boys will be boys. It's a little too bold to go with my little bit of sunshine. I just think the rays of that photo just are so cool. It's a great snapshot. Oh, see, that's cool too. That would have been a neat way, 3 and 3, but I kind of like the little 3. This is a little too much, but again, this is something that, you know, I might sneak into a layout, you know, another layout that he's 3 years old, so, you know, because there's just some pieces that you look at them, you're like, I don't know how I would use that, right? And do your own thing. And you just look at those pieces and you're like, I really am not sure how I would ever use that in a layout. So I try to get creative with those things. Alright. We have an orange star here. Kind of grouping the stars a little bit. Alright, I think that's it for the embellishments that I have picked out. I have many more packs I could go through, but with this, you know, I didn't want to spend all evening having you guys watch me comb through embellishments. Oh, hi Phyllis! I'm gonna go somewhere quiet to watch. Alright! Thanks for joining, I appreciate it, and I'm glad you like the organization videos. I got more coming down the pipeline. I've just been, you know, I don't get a lot of time to scrap by myself. I was just saying that earlier. So, like, I kind of have to decide, you know, am I going to do some scrapping or am I going to do some organizing with my time? And so I kind of have to pick and choose. But I've got some more coming. I'm really glad everybody loves them. I'm very passionate about organizing, so it makes me happy that they help others try to figure it out. You know, figure out how to organize some stuff. So, thank you. Alright, this might be a really good place to do some journaling. I kind of like that idea. So maybe I will tuck these down a little bit. Got big star, little stars. Got these 2 banners. And again, I'm just kind of plopping stuff here, there, and everywhere. And this 3 is going somewhere. I just haven't decided yet where. Okay. Alright, so we have that. And then I grabbed, this is some epoxy clips. And I was just like, you know, these are really cute. And I was trying to think of, you know, how could I maybe sneak one of these on the layout. So I do have that blue one there. I don't know if maybe I can plop it in on the top. This is something I've had for such a long time, and I just was like, I don't know if I'll ever use them, but I want to. Oh, to binge watch more organization. Well, I'm glad you popped in to watch a live. You know, I just love the engagement with everybody. I really do enjoy just talking to you all in real time and sharing some crafty ideas with everybody. All right. So we have that. It's a little dark though. I don't know if I love that. All right, next time we're gonna use these eventually. I'll figure it out. Somewhere those are gonna land on a layout. And so I haven't committed to anything. And so this is my process. I'm sure for those of you who have joined me before, embellishing is kind of it takes me some time sometimes. Sometimes it happens really fast, and other times, yeah, not so quickly. You know, it's just the nature of crafting, I guess. So I'm actually gonna swap those because there was too much yellow going on down here, and I think it works better up there. All right. So what I also pulled out was some thickers because I have a lot of cute little phrases on here. Like you got one of a kind. You decide your vibe. I kind of like that one. Happy is always a good one. So I thought these would be kind of fun to maybe stack up on top of the side here, or sprinkle them throughout on the side. Because there's a lot of them are kind of in a rectangular and square shape. And so I was gonna see what we could fit in. Be a little bit crazy. Like I love that, but it's just too big. Too much dark. Wander. Oh, these little banners are cute too. I'll have to find a ring to use those. All right. I really like You Decide Your Vibe. Because I feel like my son is definitely his own person, and I love that about him. He's just, he loves what he loves, and he's just great. I just love everything about him. He's such an individual. Alright, so I'm just not sure where I'm going to put it. I don't know if I like, well, we'll just, you know what, I got my little, oh, you're from the Northeast too, Curly Q? Whereabouts? I'm just catching up with the chats here. Sorry. I was focusing on my embellishing for a moment. Alright. Oh, hi Phyllis, I just saw you join too. Alright, so I'm thinking about, kind of doing a cascade of words here, but I'm not sure. Just thinking of all a bunch of different shapes. And then I wasn't sure if I was going to add a title either. So I have these really cool thickers that are kind of like boy themed. And I really liked, was it on here? No, I don't think it was on this one. Wild Child. My Kind of Kid. I thought that was really neat. But I'm just looking at the colors and I don't know. I mean, we do have some rainbow in here, but you're adding like a red and a purple that I don't really have in my layout. So, sup bro, see that's cute. But again, the colors just don't really, well, we got this cool kid. It's kind of big though. We'll see. Let's see what we can do with it. I really like the font. The colors kind of join. Ooh, I was gonna journal there, but we might want to add that. I want to keep this sunshine. Enjoy your little one while you can. Time flies. Oh, I know, empty nester. I can't even believe he's 4. I just and he's just so caring and compassionate. He not only is an individual, like he's his own person, but he is so caring. What was the other? He's 3. So, and for those of you who have had children, and I don't know where they're at in age, but 3 has been a super challenging year. definitely he's finding his own voice, and he wants to do everything himself, and he gets frustrated very easily. And the other day we were playing, we were playing Cars or something, like he always plays, and he was trying to tell me what to do, and I wasn't obviously understanding what he wanted done in this game, you know? And he was just like, he looks at me and he's like, Mom, you are making me so angry. I was just kind of like, oh my. I said, I am so sorry, bud. I just don't know, you know, what you want me to do. And I was just like, I'm not really sure. And he was, oh, you know, we have this cool cat too. I'm just kind of looking. And so we sat there for a minute, and he was sitting there stewing, and he's like, you just make me so angry. And I said, buddy, I'm really sorry. I said, I'm not trying to make you angry, I just don't know what you want me to do. And he takes another minute or so, and he says, Mom, I'm sorry. Can we play again? And it was just so sweet how he circled back, and he was just like, I'm sorry. And it's just really cute. And he's just so caring like that. He won't, you know, he has his tantrums and whatnot, but he'll bounce right back, and he'll, say he's sorry. He's just thoughtful. Yes, out of the mouths of babes. It's so cute. Alright, so I'm looking, and we've got lots going on here, so we may have to tone down on the embellishments. I'm not sure. I'm just pulling some stuff out right now. Happiness lives inside the smallest moments. Never grow up. I really love this cool kid. And I really love this little bit of sunshine. But now that I see this cool kid, I'm wondering if I do that here instead, and I just save this for another layout. Because I really like that. And I think it goes with the glasses, and I think it fills up the space nicely. What do y'all think? I always like your opinion. With all the rectangles and stuff going on, this layout is a little busy, so I'm trying to kind of balance the busyness with telling a story. So, just curious what you all think. We got the cool kid, or a little bit of sunshine. And we got You Are My World. Oh, we do. We can add You Decide Your Vibe right there. Ooh, I like that. I'm kind of digging this. Yeah, cool kid. I'm kind of liking the cool kid too. Alright, and I think I have some different embellishments or stars. That can go there. Alright, I'm definitely going to do, I think now that I'm moving this over here, I think I'm going to do some, thank you Phyllis. We started off with some just basic Project Life cards, made a frame, and now I'm just going in and trying to add some embellishments. Alright, I'm going to do some journaling here. I think this is a great spot for journaling. I really am thinking that we're going to keep the embellishing kind of simple because of the frame being so busy. But I did, like I said, wanted to add a few bits of pops of color. But I think I have different colored star enamels, so hang tight for a moment. We're going to get my binder and see if I can find any that might work. Some little light blue stars. Oh, these are my rub-ons. Alright. I think I have some, yeah, I do. Wrong binder. Here we go. So I think I might want to replace these stars. I have some, pretty sure I do, some different enamel, tiny little dots or stars. I thought I had some. I'm sitting here looking and I don't. I reorganized my binder system here, and I'm trying to remember where I put everything. Alright, so we have some stars here. I like that these are various sizes, so I'm wondering if I can kind of mix and match some different sizes between what I have for shapes. Oh, yes. So, I got these little sprinkles, so I think I'm gonna nix these stars and add some smaller ones. Thank you. Yeah, I thought, you know, when I was thinking about this design in my head, you know, I liked the idea of maybe keeping the monotone blue, but then I was like, you know, I want to use some embellishment packs up, so I decided to try to add in some small, you know, some pops of colors, so then I can tie in the embellishments along with the layout. So I think it works out really well. It's a little bit different for me, but again, I'm kind of like really trying to go outside my comfort zone and show you guys that, you know, it's not that scary and anybody can do this. Anybody can do this. You all are capable. These layouts are super, super easy. You just gotta kind of take your time and just pull stuff together, you know? And like I said earlier, not everything has to be a masterpiece, you know? Just enjoy the process. That's really the important part. Enjoy the process. Okay, so I found some different enamel stars that I think I want to use instead. But before I do that, I think I'm going to tack down the little pieces I have for embellishments before I lose them. Because knowing my luck, they'd probably go wandering off somewhere. It happens to me all the time. Does your desk ever just gobble up some supplies and you're like, it was just right there? And you're looking under piles and on the floor and you can't find anything. Oh, we have Connecticut curly Q scrubber. Oh, New England as well. Well, a little bit south. Well, yeah, it's still New England, right? I'm going to call you New England. If you didn't see earlier, I'm located in Maine, so that's really neat. You guys aren't too far. All right. So we're going to get some of this stuff tacked down. And then we'll do our bits and pieces, our little sprinkles of color at the end. So we got my little arrows. And I've had this ATG gun now for a couple of months, and I tell you, I really like it. The one thing I don't like about it is the refilling, like putting the tape in there. I must be doing something wrong because I find it so hard to add a new refill. I fight with it every single time to like get a new refill in this tape runner. But once it's in, it works out great. But I tell you, I dread every time it runs out. There's a learning curve to adding the tape. I'm sure there is. I just I say a few choice words to it usually when I'm trying to load the gun. But I like that I'm not going through Tombos as much. I find it definitely seems to make more sense from a budget standpoint, or you know, like a financial standpoint, that I feel like it's definitely worth the money because you save a lot. Nope, it's ridiculously impossible. You're doing it right. Okay, I'm not alone, Maureen. Thank you. I even watched some videos. I'm like, why is this so hard? Like, it shouldn't be this hard, but apparently it is. Soon you'll be able to do it with your eyes closed. Well, I've only had to refill it 3 times, and I feel like each time, like, I've used about like a quarter of the tape. Like, I've wasted it because I can't get it attached. So I thought it was just me, but thank you all for making me feel better, because I was just like, this shouldn't be this hard, but apparently it is. So for my little Cool Kid chipboard, because I used some of my powder to remove the sticky, and I decided I want to keep it, I'm now going to add some glue and glue it down. Right here. I'm just going to let that stick for a minute. And this, so just so you know, thank you, Empty Nest. Yes, that's where I got my refills from Tape Jungle. It was super inexpensive, and the shipping was really fast. I was quite surprised. So I have a nice little drawer full of refills. So it was really awesome. So for those of you who haven't seen this before, it's a little powder applicator. I don't know. It's called, well, I call it a powder tool. I think that's the name of it, actually. And there's just, you can put baby powder in it, or there's, I think is it cornstarch? I don't know. There's another powder you can put in here too. But anyways, it takes away the stickiness of your any adhesive, so you can then move around and play around with it. And I really enjoy doing that, especially with my chipboard pieces, because I again, as you see with embellishing, I have a hard time committing. So it really allows me to move those around, and it doesn't get cornstarch. Thank you. It doesn't, I don't have to commit right away, and I don't rip up my paper. That's what I was trying to say. So this little tool is wonderful. I absolutely love it. And I picked it up at Butterfly Reflections online, Maureen. So she's a great little shop. She's got all the little neat little tools. And then as far as glue, I use the Aleene's Quick Dry Tacky Glue. It is my favorite. It dries very fast, so after you set it down like 30 seconds, maybe a minute, you can safely move your pieces around. Like, I can move this and it's not going to fall off. So I love this stuff. Very inexpensive. I got this big thing, 8 ounces, on Amazon for like $7 or $8, I think, and it lasts a while. So that's my favorite kind of glue too. All right, so you know what? I need to tack down my "You Decide Your Vibe," because I think that's a cute little phrase. Yeah, she is very, very reasonably priced, very competitively. And what I love about that is, you can, she is a real shop and close by, so there's not many you can actually go look at products. So if you're not comfortable, with shopping online, and you're in, the Maine, New Hampshire area, you can actually go see it. And she does have sales a lot. She's always doing specials. Make sure you sign up for her emails, because she's always doing like free shipping, or cash back, or she's always got something going on. She's just a really wonderful person, and her shop's great. And she's got some really talented card makers on her design team. If you all don't follow her, she has a Facebook page. Excuse me. Yes, the Nuvo drops. I've taken some risks with Nuvo. Earlier this year, Tonic had, they were having like a Wednesday sale, and they had some Nuvo, what looked like drops on sales, and they were like pretty inexpensive. So I snagged them, and then I got them in the mail. And one of them, it actually wasn't a crystal, it wasn't a drop. It ended up being a, like a glitter powder. And I went to put it on my layout, and it just went everywhere. And I got red powder, like a big splotch of it on my layout, and it was like shiny, glittery, and it didn't match. And I panicked a little bit. I was like, oh no, my layout is ruined. But I was able to kind of like clean it up a little bit and disguise it. But it wasn't a liquid drop. It was like a powder. I've never seen it before, and I was like, I learned my lesson real quick. So those Nuvo drops are, they are tough, because they have all different kinds of drops, and so I haven't really learned what the different kinds are, I guess, if that makes any sense. But anywho, she does have a nice selection. She absolutely does. And she got in some of the, I don't know if any of you like the, you know, shimmer sprays, but the Heidi Swap Gold Shine, obviously we know has all been discontinued. Dina Wakley's come out with her own gold, and Butterfly Reflections had some, and I actually bought 2 bottles because I wanted to make sure I have it. It's really pretty, and it's a nice gold. So if you're looking for a gold shimmer spray, Dina Wakley Gloss Spray, it's called, by Ranger. And this is, I think it's called Gilt, is the name of it. But it's a really nice gold. So if you're looking for a replacement, it works nice. Because I asked her, you know, I said, what's a good gold spray? And that was what she recommended. Oh, Phyllis, thank you so much for joining. These are recorded, so if you decide you want to make it, you can go ahead and check it out later at a later date. But every Friday at 7. Thank you so much for joining us. I so appreciate it. All right, so back to layout here. Sorry, some side chats going on, but I love it. That's what I love about these. So we've got some stuff glued down, and now I'm committing to my my photo. So I'm doing some double-sided tape. I get my double-sided tape from Dollar Tree. It comes like 3 rolls in a pack for, no, oh sorry, no, that was the foam. The tape is 1 roll for $1, but it's a decent sized roll. And when it comes to like sticking down foam and stuff, it just works better than the tape runner. So I just stick the tape on there. So we're gonna put my frames back up on there first. Kind of place those where I had them, kind of anyway. And that's a little high. There we go. And so I'm not doing another, I'm just going to keep Cool Kid in the title. So I'm actually going to center this a little bit more. All right, we're almost there. Oh, sugar. I forgot this one. Let's sneak that one under there. All right, we're going to need a tape runner on this. I'm sure we can sneak it under. All right. There we go. It's like a little newspaper print. It really just, it looks nice. I like it. All right, so now we're finally here to the last little bit of embellishing. Thank you all for hanging on for the ride. I know this has been, it's a simple layout, but we've done a lot of chatting. So I'm going to start off with, we got some green. And I'm wondering if I put them, kind of mix them up here, because I originally had them up here on the, I was going to do different colors. We'll see what that looks like. We can move these around. The enamel shapes are pretty forgiving, so I'm thankful for that. I think that blue's too bold. So we got green and orange. I think that complements the blue nicely. Up there. So we're going to try and get some stars and like clusters of 3 here. So let's do, I like the light green. So we're going to do another big star down here. I do like how the green and orange tie in, so. But I do have this light blue that might work instead of the darker blue. I think these ones are, well, that yellow's not too bad. And it's a nice size. Alright. I'm just doing little sprinkly bits. These just, to me, kind of finish off the layout and kind of fill in some of the white space. It's not a must do, but it's just something I like to do to finish off a layout. So I think I'm gonna go and do another one of these. And I'm just doing the visual triangle here. There is white here, yeah, because I'm going to do some journaling there. And it draws your eye around the whole layout, really. Okay. And I think I'm just going to do the orange and yellow again. And I can't pick it up. I don't have any nails. Alright, here we go. I think I want to move this over here. I have it tucked in. Oh. Over there. Okay. I like it. I think that's good. I don't know that I really want to add much more, like I said, because of the other patterns and everything going on. So I think we're going to keep this very on the simple side. It took us a lot to get here because I had so many embellishments to go through, but I really love this. I love the end result. I just want to make, yeah. I think this is good. So we have used, I used probably, I don't know, 8 or 9 Project Life cards, maybe 10 in this layout. So I made a nice little dent in my stash, and we made our own background. How cool is this? Like, again, we just took a plain white piece of paper and made our own background using Project Life cards. So here is the final product, and I'm going to zoom up so you guys can see it all said and done. Before I completely finish it, I'm going to do some journaling here, I think, just to kind of talk about, you know, my cool kid that I have, because he's pretty cool. He's a great child. So, yeah, super fun, lots of colors. Thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. I hope this idea was helpful, and I hope you use it. And I did, if you joined late, in the beginning of this video, I did go through and share some other ideas of layouts you can use Project Life cards for. So if you're interested in kind of tackling that supply and want to use up more of it in a scrapbooking layout, go back to the beginning of this video and check out those other layout ideas. I think they might be really helpful. Oh, thank you so much, Empty Nest. Like, you guys have been great to chat with tonight. I really appreciate the company. I am on every Friday, so if you have time again, certainly hop on and join. And we do have some Facebook groups if you're interested. I think I've mentioned them. If you watch my videos, you're probably very familiar with them. But the scrapbook one is Jessica Grace and Friends Pretty Pages. So join that, and we share each other's layouts. And if you attempt this layout, I would love to see it on that group page. Definitely share with me, or you could certainly follow me on Facebook at Jessica Grace. And if not, that's okay, Empty Nest. We have a community page here on YouTube as well. So if you, I'm pretty sure you can post pictures on there too. I'm kind of getting used to that still, but anywho, if you do try this layout, you can. I would love to see it if you want to share. You can private message me too. Because I just love seeing one idea come out so many different ways. That's my favorite part about scrapbooking. So I really appreciate you all joining, and I hope you had fun and you like this idea. And I will see you guys next Friday. And I'm not really sure what we're going to play with yet. That's still in, I'm still trying to figure that out. So if you had some ideas, make sure you hit me up and shoot me a message or an email, or find me on Facebook, because I'm always looking for new ideas for product. But I will definitely put the invite out early in the week so you know what we're doing. And I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much. Bye.